Every billionaire has billion-dollar homes. Every billionaire except Elon Musk. Known for turning a sofa in the Boca Chica SpaceX office into his bed, the world's richest man took it to another level when he announced Tesla's $10,000 sustainable, unboxable, movable home. Wait, what? $10,000 unboxable? What kind of home are we talking about? Well, you are about to find out. If you are remotely familiar with the Tesla CEO, you wouldn't be surprised that he is building a sustainable home. The entire concept of Tesla was built on the premise of sustainability. His incredible dream to colonize Mars runs on the sole purpose of giving humanity another chance. Even the rockets he uses are built to be reusable. But while $15 million reusable rockets sounds reasonable from a rocket perspective, a $10,000 unboxable home is just wild. So how did Elon go from overhauling the tech space to completely disrupting the real estate industry? Well, it all started with this tweet from 2020. At the height of the pandemic, Elon Musk made this insane announcement: "I am selling almost all physical possessions, will own no house." At the time, he owned 7 houses. In the months that followed, he had sold 6 of them. Why? Well, he couldn't find the right buyer. For a billionaire, he was really hell-bent on being homeless, and no one was sure what he was up to. In June of 2021, Elon Musk finally got his wish. He announced that he had found the buyer he was looking for. He had sold his last house. Elon Musk was officially homeless. This move, while extreme, wasn't unlike Elon. It was totally in line with the kind of person he was.
I don't care if Justine and the kids and I end up living in Justine's parents' basement. I'm gonna make this happen.
I mean, this is the same guy who was ready to move his family into his father-in-law's basement to get Tesla off the ground. And this is the man who had gotten close to bankruptcy so many times it was becoming a habit. To anyone who didn't know him, Elon Musk was just a crazy person with a lot of money. For those who knew, Elon Musk was crazy alright, and sure, he had more money than anyone should have. But one thing that set him apart from his peers was the fact that whenever he took sacrifices like this, it was always because he had a dream he was dying to bring to life. In this case, that dream was a house like none other. The boxable story. Before Tesla began flirting around with the idea of making sustainable housing, a handful of small companies were already in the business. Before Elon Musk began dreaming of incredibly small, incredibly affordable, and incredibly sustainable housing, boxable existed. And it was already close to achieving what Elon Musk would eventually set out to achieve. This company, which began in 2017, came into the limelight in 2021. A few months after Elon Musk was declared technically homeless. He had to sleep somewhere, and the sofa in his Boca Chica office couldn't cut it. That is when someone told him about Boxable, a $50,000 foldable home that could be constructed in under an hour. Despite the fact that the house was basically a giant collection of Lego pieces, it pieced together like a real house. And it also had all the required facilities: a living area, bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, as well as insulation and energy-saving lighting. Elon was so impressed that he indirectly endorsed the company in this tweet. He had upgraded from his Boca Chica office to the Boxable condo in their parking lot. Okay, I'm kidding. I can't tell if this was built in their parking lot or not. Eventually, and as you would expect, it didn't take long for Tesla's CEO to see a future of sustainability in real estate. He took the basic idea of his boxable home and improved on it. He calls it the Tesla Tiny House. The Tesla Tiny Home evokes the same vibe you get from a horse-drawn Romani caravan home. It's simple, it's practical, and you can haul it down with your Tesla. You wouldn't be wrong to say that it looks like an unintegrated RV, but you would be wrong if you think that it doesn't offer a lot more. Consider it a more advanced version of an RV. We're talking jumbo jets and spaceships here. Right off the bat, and like I stated earlier, the Tesla Tiny House is centered around self-sustenance and renewable energy. This is a theme we've seen across all Elon's products, and the tiny house is no different. Okay, maybe the Tesla flamethrower and tequila don't make the cut, but you get what I mean. For example, Tesla's Powerwall and solar panels play a massive role in the tiny house. In fact, Tesla's solar panels have been central to Elon's plans every time he dabbled in the real estate industry. In October of 2016, he acquired Solar City because he was intent on bringing self-powered homes to every homeowner. These These homes were fully furnished with Tesla electric vehicle chargers, solar roofs, and Tesla Powerwalls to retain the energy for future use. The solar roofs in particular were not just panels on asphalt shingles, they were custom-built solar tiles for each sheet of roof. This technique vastly improved the efficiency of the roofing system, making it more durable than regular tiles, and introduced an energy-conducting system that could power the entire house with ease. So you can see that in a way, these e-homes heralded tiny houses. But there is a whole lot that has been improved and a lot more that we have skimmed over. So let's cover how Elon's team optimized the solar and power of the tiny home and how the construction is way more superior than any mobile home on the planet. Solar and power. The Tesla tiny house is equipped with 6 solar panel systems packed with minuscule tiles for its roof. These tiles automatically tilt towards direct sunlight during unfavorable weather conditions like snow or a rainstorm. This allows the tiny house to make as much as 4.1 kilowatts of energy, which is more than enough to keep the house running. But it gets even better, because once it begins gathering the energy it needs, it immediately stores some of it in Tesla Powerwalls. Powerwalls are basically batteries or inverters for the home that store energy and disperse it in the event of an outage or whenever you want to conserve your electricity consumption. The Powerwall is one of Tesla's most sought-after innovations, and its inclusion in the tiny home is what sets it above your favorite RV. Now, you might be thinking, solar energy is good and all, but can it actually do much? You would be shocked. Tesla has managed to ensure that the energy generated from the panels can support daily home activities, which includes everything from cooking on electric stoves to ironing to covering basically any homekeeping device that requires electricity. The solar panel and Powerwall package are one of a kind, and the company has so much trust in its durability that a 25-year guarantee is placed on it. However, the cherry of all features is the house's heating system, because no matter how cold it gets outside, this tiny house will always remain warm on its inside. Construction. Now that we've spoken about the interior, it's about time we spoke about the external structure of the tiny homes. One downside of orthodox construction is that the longer the building takes, the more materials degrade due to the weather and other factors. This has been a huge block in getting the real estate industry to take major leaps towards affordability. This is because of the cost of labor per time as well as unforeseen circumstances, like replacements of materials affected by these factors. Well, for every problem it has faced, Tesla has managed to come up with a solution. And this solution they found in concrete, steel, and EPS foam. After years of testing, trial, and error, these 3 materials have been found worthy of withstanding degradation and being the best for piecing together these foldable homes. All the parts are fitted to laminated panels that form the walls and roof and are coupled together in a way that lets them fit into regular-sized containers for shipping. The coupling and most of the manufacturing take place in factories, not unlike the Tesla vehicles. Now, although it may look small on the outside, everything about the Tesla tiny house is the same as what you get in traditional housing. It can fit a queen-size bed, a washroom, a studio, and kitchen appliances like a refrigerator, microwave, stove, and more. When ordering your tiny house, you get to customize its setup in 15 minutes, and you receive exactly what you ordered. The entire setup is controllable via a single app installed on your smartphone. This app lets you see what is going on when you're not at home, control power, and get notifications for information on the power situation to make sure whatever needs constant power in your home remains safe. Practically, and I've been trying my best to avoid using this word, the Tesla tiny house is a smart home. Show me an RV that can beat that. I'll wait. Another thing to look out for in this tiny house is the charging outlets for Tesla cars. It would be the mother of all conveniences if you have a Tesla vehicle. And even if you don't, which is kinda suspicious, you could basically sell electricity to other electric vehicle users. Now you can wake up to a fully charged car courtesy of your house. The selling point of these electric cars is not just in the sleek design and the fact that it's state-of-the-art, it's in its integration. Kinda like the Apple ecosystem, the Tesla tiny house is properly integrated into the Tesla ecosystem of products. It creates this energy loop where your tiny house is powered by solar energy, which in turn powers your electric car that can move your tiny house around. Now, it's time for the big question. When will the Tesla tiny house be available? At the moment, no one knows. Currently, there have been prototype showcases in Australia, and there have been promises of more before the house is eventually slated for mass production. Until then, all we can do is keep our fingers crossed. But if you want to keep up with more of Elon Musk's inventions and businesses, check out some of these other videos.